Hello, welcome to the Summer Major Expert. This is the Monday of Expert Week walkthrough. So we're having a first look here. It's a live recording, so apologies if anything gets said that some viewers may find offensive. But you know what I'm like with a great. And I'm at first, so I'm going to play this 10% over. I'm going to go right, and this is about just over 5.5 rings. I think I can get away with 4, a full 4. Five and a half rings, a little bit of curl. Great right. And that's going to come in nice for a little short iron. Alright, see what the hornet looks like here. Oh, it's not a hornet. It is a hornet. 8.1. So I'm going to go just over 8.5 rings here. And I hit a great left. So this should be missing left, and it is, and a poor first hole. Alright, hole 2, we are going big, because it's an APOC 5, so there's not a great deal of topspin here. So let's see if this can stay on the short stuff. No, it can't. It's in the rough. Terrible shot that is. Okay, the beauty of strapping on the power 5 ball should mean that this second shot is not going to be too much of a problem. That said, it is a massive elevation change. Almost 1-to-1 on the rough iron here. Go number 2. Just going to borrow a little bit of that back. And happy with that. This for me is an eagle hole. If you can get close enough, get your Saturn on, backspin it into there, but just take your eagle here and move on to hole 3. Right, first par 3. I'm playing with a 10% elevation change, so I'm going to need 9.5 rings here. Trying to make sure I'm not going to run out of space. So the 4-yard line is where I'm setting up with one backspin, 4.5 right spin, and like I say, just over 9.5 rings. Coming in fast and left. It's going to be really difficult to get this to roll in nicely. Again, it looks like a birdie hole, but we're going to keep dialing it in. keep making tweaks and changes and get better at that hole. Now this is so important, this hole. Play it right, you've got a really nice minimum distance short iron. Play it wrong, you don't. Simple as that. So you need to be careful how much curl you put on here. Too much, you're left. Not enough, you're right. Oh, that is utterly wretched. Too much. Very poor. Okay, so here we've got the rough bump and we've got the regular in the front door shot. So have a look at the rough bump first of all. Make sure we're going through that hole. And I think I'd rather under adjust this. Just for a first look. Oh dear, it's over adjusted. Massively over adjusted, and 2 par 4s gone, both with birdies. That is 2 drop shots, 2 very, very, very easy par 4s. Massively important on the drive on this one, just made a shambles of it unfortunately. All to be improved upon over the week. Alright, here I will be playing the sniper, not the rough bump. There is a rough bump here if you want it, if that's your jam. I'm going to be leaving the ball guide off like that and playing about 9 rings. No curl. Whoa, it's coming wild. Coming right for the first time, unfortunately, but better off different. So, more backspin needed. Nice adjustment. I like the landing position. Now, hole 6 for me is the hardest of the par 5s. I've got my cat on. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get over, and that's why I've got the cat on. So, obviously you don't want to be getting this drive wrong. All the curl. Careful not to overpower. Hopefully get over without clipping that rough. Looks like I have. Yeah. So that should be setting up a nice cat. Maybe a bar of topspin is going to be needed. Maybe 2, who knows. But it should be safely up there. The safest play on the drive, if you have got the ball inventory, would be to have either one of the new open balls and just have that extra distance there for the comfort. Let's not be shy here. We can put a bit of left spin on this. I'm definitely going to offset that ball guide. And I'm going best part of 6 rings here, which is nigh on 20% elevation change. Whoa, I tell you I'm not. Maybe a tiny bit of power. It doesn't really matter if you're short or if you roll through. It's going to be a simple shot. Yeah, I didn't need the 2 topspin. So a simple little wedge here. Just pop this one in, and it is at the... I will have won both of the par 5s, just because my opponents have made a mistake on the drive both times. So take your eagles on the par 5s, apart from 9, which is a genuine alba chance. Just make sure you're tapping in for an eagle, whatever that means. If you've got to use a big ball, make sure you're doing what you're doing. Now this is a tricky one. I am using a power 1 ball, so I've got plenty of room to make my adjustment. I'm going to use 4.5 backspin and bring that ball guide back so it's just landing on there. Playing 30% on top of the maximum number using a power 1 ball, so just shy of 12 rings. Meh. Definitely could have gone further on the ring plate or started my adjustment further back so the second bounce was just over the rough. Either way, it's a birdie and on we go. Right, so I am... Oh, look at that, it's a headwind. It's a headwind. I was thinking I could try and smash it up, and I still might anyway. So it's going to be 7.2. No, I don't want that right spin there. But I'm going to give this the lot. Plenty right curl as well. See if we can leave this on the short stuff. Nope. All 3 par 4s I've played like an absolute mug, which is very disappointing. Great left on the first one. Terrible drive in the rough on the second one. Terrible drive in the rough on the third one. Let's see if we can drop this. Right, so what we're looking at here. It's tiny. It's absolutely tiny. So I'm going to have just 1.25. No offset, just straight in the middle of the pin, 1.25. Looks good. Here we go. So, at least on for a 13 now. Feel like I've dropped 2 shots with those 2 terrible par 4s, but at least one of them is down. Alright, so hole 9, the best chance of alba in my opinion, certainly for the way I'm playing. So hopefully just going to smash this up there, give it the full beans. 10% is what I'm playing this, so 7 rings here. And hopefully set up a sniper rough bump. Looks like it's far enough forward, which is nice. This is going to be a minus 10% elevation. Alright, 8-4. Hopefully this is the last shot of the tournament. Alright, so just a click over the mid number, which is 6-9 in this case with a 10% elevation. So you see me getting on for 7 rings here. Oh dear. No. And then I'm just going to borrow like 1/4 of that ring back. Just to account for the adjusting down. No spin on the adjustment. Going to be missing left, considerably left as well. Wow, not missed that far left at all. That's the end of the round. It's going to be a 13 under. Show you the card in a sec. And it's sat in third. There's a guy with a 15, which is going to be a very, very average score. I don't think that a 30 is going to be winning many expert brackets. It should definitely be top 10s, but I think special numbers are going to be needed to win this one. So wretched, absolutely wretched on the card, making a fluff of the first two par fours, in fact making a fluff of the third one as well, but just managing to chip in out of the rough. None of the par threes are settled yet, but they will come, so never be disheartened on a Monday. I'm happy with a 13 under on a Monday. There'll be plenty more content coming out on Tuesday and Wednesday during the qualifying session, so if you like what you're seeing, do make sure you're coming along to that. Best of luck in your round.